So, okay, here we go. First time in a public venue. Not a thought-out, fleshed-out policy proposal, but I have been increasingly asking people the following question. For policy reasons, it's in the state of California, no matter how poor you are, you ought to have natural gas so you don't freeze in the winter, right? And so we subsidize that, establish eligibility criteria, and that's what we do. In the previous generation technology, according to Senator Wright, no matter how poor you are, you ought to be able to have a dial tone. Not just to call a family, but call 911 in case of an emergency. So we have a program for that. And we have eligibility criteria. You make it work. We all pay into that because that's just sort of a fundamental societal value that we have. We made the argument at the outset of the hearing that increasingly people are using the internet more and more for our kids' education, not just commerce, interfacing with government, healthcare applications, etc. If it's playing an increasingly pivotal role in our life, should we or should we not have some sort of universal service for broadband? Maybe not, all the data you can need in a month, maybe not the highest speeds available, but some base level of service that everybody can participate in. What would a program like that look like? How would it be structured? How would it be funded? I don't know the answer to those questions, but should we or should we not move in that direction in the state of California?
I believe we should have that conversation, and I think we can put together the components of what that could look like. I think we should do it really diligently. Unfortunately, there has been some conversations, I think, at the commission that haven't really looked at, have kind of like opened the doors in a way that maybe...
Well, in the last couple of years that we've been sort of kicking it around, I'll tell you, a little bit from regulators, but more so from the carriers. There's been resistance to participate publicly like that on the service side of it. There's obviously been a willingness to participate on the infrastructure side of it, making sure that we deploy everywhere, but not wanting to cross that chasm into the service side until about a year ago when the Recovery Act was first adopted. For the first time, out of the White House, out of Congress, dollars being put on the table, not just for the physical infrastructure build-out goals that we have, but for the first time, public money is being made available on the adoption side. But we heard from the previous panel why some people aren't competing or choosing to compete for those monies. So obviously a conversation that will continue after today, but I'd love to follow up with you on that.